Sorry that I didn't upload again, and sorry that today's video is later than usual. But anyways, today I will be telling you how you could possibly create your own pocket dimension. Pocket dimensions are basically an extremely small version of a universe, rarely passing a light year in diameter, that is mentioned in many sci-fi tales. I have already made videos on how to exit the universe and how to create a new one, but I will explain it anyway. In order to exit the universe, create a space warping machine known as a warp drive, which essentially compresses the space-time in front of the machine, then expands it at the back of it. This propels the machine at the maximum speed any object can reach, the speed of light. Assuming that the universe stopped expanding, you could reach the edge of it in 46,508,000,000 years. But because the universe does expand, it would take an additional hundreds of billions of years to reach the edge. But there is a way to possibly speed up the process, which I doubt will work, but whatever. If you could somehow combine negative and positive mass quarks together to form a massless particle, then create your warp drive machine out of those particles, you might be able to travel twice as fast as light. This is because any force put on a massless particle will cause it to move away at light speed. This combined with the space-time warping will cause it to go twice as fast. But there is no difference anyways because it will still take you hundreds of billions of years to reach the edge. Once you reach the edge, you will have to bring a high-energy laser or gun into the fourth dimension, then point it at the membrane of the universe. This is because the universe's membrane is in a higher dimension, and trying to break it in the third dimension would be like breaking a hole through a wall. You'd still stay in the third dimension. Make sure the wavelength of the laser is no more than the Planck length, and the amplitude should be enough to create a hole that could fit your machine through. The amount of energy required to fire this laser long enough to drill a hole through the universe's membrane will exceed the total energy currently inside the universe by many, many times, and it would be impossible for a laser to have an amplitude of over zero if its frequency is a Planck length. You will also be having to move forward to catch up to the expansion of the membrane the whole time. But everything in this video is impossible, so whatever. And by the way, hopefully you brought your NS5 brain and your 5-dimensional P brains. These do not occur inside our universe, and are only theoretical brains. An NS5 brain is basically a 5-dimensional membrane which carries a magnetic charge, and a 5-dimensional P brain is a 5-dimensional membrane without a magnetic charge. Once you somehow obtain these, collide them together, and you have formed a 3-dimensional brain. Bring your gun into the 5th dimension, and fire a hole through the 3-dimensional brain. The size of your 3-dimensional brain would vary depending on the size of the 5-dimensional brains you collided together, but it shouldn't be that big because large 5D brains are not common. Then, create the wormhole from the hole of the brain to wherever you want the door to your pocket dimension to be on Earth. Do this by getting 2 cosmic strings, which you could create by heating a Hubble volume of matter to the Planck temperature, then throwing something with enough force to bend the space-time of the entire Hubble volume, and cool it down before inflation occurs at about 10,000 Planck seconds. This will leave you with a few brains. Thread the 2 brains around a positively charged and negatively charged black hole. You can create one by feeding a regular black hole an extremely large amount of protons, electrons. Make sure one of the black holes is at the opening into your pocket dimension and the other at the doorway at Earth. This wormhole will collapse almost instantly after its creation and will probably also end the universe due to the vibrations of the cosmic strings, but whatever. You will have your own pocket dimension for 0.000001 seconds. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time. Bye.